Hello, Educate founder members and management board. My name is Monica, and I must confess that I really appreciate the effort of Educate program to support the youth in Africa, and especially the model being used by Educate. I have a few questions for the board and the founder members, and my question number one is, where do you want to see Educate as a program in the next 5 to 10 years? And my question number two is, what are some of the governance and management issues that one needs to be aware of as they get into Educate? And my question number three is, what are some of the lessons learned from the ongoing or previous programs that we can share together? Thank you. I once shared a program that was implemented almost in the same way Educate is being implemented. They used almost the same model, but this was focused on education of orphans and vulnerable children. The goal of the program was to ensure that all children access education, and especially those children that were disadvantaged. And because of specific time period and because of a specific budget, the program was implemented by very few staff. And this meant that the staff had to work really hard to be able to meet their objectives. And I felt by the end of the day that the staff were quite tired and had a burnout. But it was not just about the staff, it was also about our target community. Sometimes as a flag bearer, if you are moving too fast, then you look back and you realize that you have no one behind you. So that meant that I had to take steps back to be able to bring on board the other stakeholders that we were working with. So that felt a little bit uncomfortable. But I would also want to share that during the implementation process, we worked with quite a number of stakeholders. Our major stakeholder was the Ministry of Education. And because this program was being implemented as a project outside the school curriculum, sometimes it was a little bit difficult for the teachers or for the ministry officials to engage themselves fully in the program. So, and because we were working with children, and especially children that were in school, we had to initiate a way or a structure in which we would involve fully the ministry, but also the target community. And what I did as the program manager was to make the ministry be my implementation partners, train them, and allow them even to budget for the activities of the program within their respective zones or areas. We also worked with the target communities, and we ensured that we had representatives that were trained as community resource persons to be able to help, and especially in responding to the issues that were affecting the children outside the school. So because of the discomfort of staff and the discomfort of the ministry and other partners because of indirect involvement of the program, we ensured that we built really strong structures that were able to implement and help us achieve our objectives. And this worked quite well. The trainings that were given to the ministry officers, the trainings that were given to the target community, and even the trainings that were given to the children within the schools were really motivative and helped us in terms of achieving our program.